Food Network star Guy Fieri is, in his own words, pissed. And he's pissed about the fact that he finally got a chance to see up close how greedy some of America's, hell, some of the world's wealthiest human beings are. And that includes, he says, Jeff Bezos. Here's a story. Recently, Fieri gave an interview to The Hollywood Reporter where he talked about the fact that for the last year, he has been raising money for out-of-work restaurant workers here in the United States. People who work in the restaurant industry but lost their job because of the pandemic. He put together a program that has raised more than $25 million that is sending grants to out-of-work line cooks, prep cooks, servers, anyone who lost their job in the restaurant industry because of the pandemic is eligible for these grants that he has been putting together. He's done a lot of great work raising money for a group that mostly has been ignored in a lot of the relief packages. So, what he did was he put together a list of the biggest CEOs in the country, again, including Jeff Bezos, sent personalized letters written by himself to each and every one of them, begging for money. And if you've ever watched any of Guy Fieri's shows, you know he has a great personality. He has a ton of enthusiasm. It's very easy to like him. And Food Network was actually thrilled that he took on this project because of his personality. And he did have success. He got the CEOs of Pepsi to give money. Procter & Gamble gave money. Hell, even Uber Eats gave money to this cause. And he said in the interview, he's not one to call people out. He's not one to shame people. But then he says, by the way, Jeff didn't give us anything, referring to Jeff Bezos. The richest man on planet Earth gave nothing. Nothing. Couldn't spare a couple $1,000s to help out-of-work restaurant employees get by. As Fieri himself pointed out in this interview, most of the restaurants, like the local mom-and-pop restaurants, the kind he would feature on diners, drive-ins, and dives, had enough money in the bank to sustain themselves and pay their employees for 10 days after shutting down. That's it. That is all the capital, that is all the reserve cash that local restaurants typically have, enough for 10 days. And Fieri did, again, phenomenal work raising money for the people who lost their jobs from this. You know, the business owners themselves, they were eligible for those loans to keep their doors open, to keep paying some of their employees at least. But the employees who got let go, they really didn't have much of anything at all. Now, those were the people he was trying to protect. And again, he pointed out specifically, he doesn't get pissed, but he was pissed. He doesn't like to shame people, but by God, he was going to shame Jeff Bezos because Jeff Bezos had the money to give. But this is corporate greed here in the United States. Jeff Bezos not giving any money to this group is the least surprising thing I think I've ever heard. It's disgusting, sure, but surprising, not in the least. Look at what Jeff Bezos through Amazon has done to its own employees. Forcing them to defecate in bags. Urinating in bottles. Like, we know that they know about that because their own internal documents, Ken Klippenstein with The Intercept has reported these, has shown their own internal documents. They knew this was happening. So that's the kind of culture that Jeff Bezos cultivates within his own companies. So no, his greed is not surprising. Disgusting, yes. But that's pretty much the culture of corporate CEOs in America today.